So you've decided to study in Canada. That's great, congratulations! Getting a study permit can be a major milestone in your academic journey, and I'm here to help you. In this video, I'm sharing everything you need to know about study permit in Canada. What documents do you need? How to apply? Processing fees, and much more. And make sure to watch this video till the very end so you can learn how to get a free lawyer, cash bonus, and a personalized guidance, all for free thanks to sponsor of this video, Help. First things first, to apply for a study permit in Canada, you will need to gather some documents. The most important one is your proof of acceptance. So basically a piece of paper from your college or university saying, hey, this person is going to study here. Your college or university should be a DLI, which stands for Designated Learning Institution, if you want to stay in Canada and get a post-graduation work permit after. Your letter of acceptance should contain the following information: your program of study, start and end dates, tuition fees, and any conditions you must meet in order to start your studies. Second of all, you will need to demonstrate your financial abilities, meaning you need to show Government of Canada that you can pay for your tuition. You can either attach some bank statements or a letter from a sponsor, or maybe you gotten a scholarship or some kind of financial aid. You must enclose that too. Keep in mind that there is a minimum requirement of the amount of means you need to show in order to qualify for a study permit. Because if you show less than the government asks you to, chances are you will not get a study permit. Another important letter to enclose is the letter of explanation, which is also known as the motivational letter. This letter will help the visa officer understand what's happening, why you want to study in Canada, why you chose this particular program, why you're studying like now, not next year. Even though letter of explanation is optional, you must include it so the visa officer knows what are your intentions. On top of these requirements, you will also need to take a medical exam, which is super basic. There's nothing super serious. The government just wants to know that you don't pose any risk to the Canadian society. Second of all, language proficiency. In order to get accepted into a college or university, you will need your IELTS exam or TOEFL or Duolingo, any English exam. You will also need to get your biometrics done, meaning your fingers and your eyes. It is done so the government can identify people and be like, hey, this one is a criminal, we don't want him in Canada. This one is okay, let her study in Canada. All of these documents needed for a study permit are crucial and they can make or break your application. It is very important to gather all the required documents, because if you don't attach all of them or you miss something, the thing is, your study permit might be rejected. But what if I told you that you don't have to do it all by yourself? You can get help from licensed professionals for $0, 0 cents. That's become possible thanks to Help. Help is a premium end-to-end study abroad solution for international students. Here's how it works. You sign up using my link in the description box down below or by scanning this QR code. You fill out the information and see if you qualify for the Help program. And if you do, you get paired with a coach and you start working on your application. Help coaches can help you with creating a study plan, applying for colleges and universities. They can suggest you campuses. They can answer any questions you might have, from which SIM card should I get to where can I find more jobs in the healthcare sector. Help coaches can also help you with budgeting, your living cost, with planning everything. They can even help you with booking accommodation, booking flights. Pretty much any question you might have, Help coaches will help you. And if you sign up today, you will get unlimited one-on-one coaching from the comfort of your own home. You just need your phone or your laptop, any technology with internet. You're ready to use Help. You will also get access to the Help platform, where you can upload your documents, chat with your coach, track deadlines, submit applications, and everything from one place. How amazing is that? And if you are applying for next year, 2024, listen up. Help has launched the Canadian Express study program, which is chef's kiss. I honestly am jealous because I wish I had that many years ago. So in addition to everything that I've just mentioned, for absolutely free, all students applying for 2024 or soon to be applying for 2024 will get a free personal immigration lawyer, which is, excuse me, sign me up. Second of all, you will get a guaranteed immigration lawyer to apply for your post-graduation work permit or even PR. I have no words, but that's not it. You will also get an $800 cash bonus to spend however you want. You want to get a new iPad? Do it. You want to get some books for school? Do it. You want to, I don't know, pay for your accommodation? Sure, you can spend this money however you want. Miss Yulia is being jealous right now because she's not a student anymore. And the question you might have, but Yulia, why should we choose HALP? Why can't we just work with the agency that we have in our hometown or like home country? First of all, no agency will offer you such a package. Second of all, getting an immigration lawyer for free is already a steal, because if you've done your research, you know how much immigration lawyers cost, and if you haven't, a lot. You'll be saving at least $2,000 on legal fees, potentially even more. If that's not convincing enough, I don't know what else would be. Again, HALP is absolutely free, meaning there are no hidden costs, no extra payments, no nothing. You just pay for your tuition fees, you just pay for your study permit, there is no extra anything. HALP's coaches are trained and trusted experts. They've studied in Canada, they live in Canada, they know what they're talking about. They can accurately answer any question you might have about your potential college or potential city, so you can trust those people. Again, HALP can help you with receiving a letter of acceptance in under 2 weeks, which is amazing because sometimes colleges and universities take weeks, months even, to send you the letter of acceptance. On top of all that, you will get free money to spend on whatever you need. So, I mean, the link is in the description box. I don't know what you're waiting for. Join the Canada Express study program today and enjoy all the benefits. And if you did join HALP, let me know how you like it, and let's get back to the video. When it comes to obtaining a study permit, it might take a significant amount of time to get that. Generally, processing times will depend on the country you're applying from. Each country has different processing times because the number of applications is different. Also, let's not forget about seasonality, because the majority of students will apply for fall intake, and for example, if you're applying for a spring intake, there will be much less students. So the processing times might be a little bit shorter. And as I've mentioned before, it is important to enclose all the documents, because if you forgot something, that will delay your study permit application, because the government will be, hey, that's a good application, but we're missing this. So they're gonna send you a letter asking for that piece of paper, and then it's gonna take you some time to send this paper to them, and then it's gonna take more time for them to process this piece of paper. So make sure to enclose everything you've been asked to. And don't forget to check processing times before applying for a study permit. You can visit canada.ca website and check the current processing times for your country. Because if a study permit application takes 2 months, you need to be applying for colleges before that. And then when you get your letter of acceptance, you should be applying for your study permit. While it's difficult to provide an exact timeline, I would say it takes between 4 to 20 weeks to get a study permit. Again, depending on the country, depending on your application, depending on the seasonality. As for the study permit fees, a study permit will cost you 150 Canadian dollars. If you lost your status, you will need to pay the restoration fee, which is $200. And for a new work permit, which is $150. And don't forget that medical examination will cost you extra money, and biometrics will cost you extra 85 Canadian dollars. When applying for a study permit, you will need to pay both your study permit fees and biometrics fees. So the total would be 235 Canadian dollars. One thing that attracts many international students is the ability to work. So in Canada, if you have a valid study permit, you can work part-time when you're studying and full-time when you are on your summer break, spring break. You can either work on campus or off campus, doesn't matter, it's up to you. On-campus employment refers to any job that can be done on campus. You can work at the library, you can work at Starbucks on campus, you can be a teaching assistant, research assistant, anything that's done in your building, in your college, university, that's on-campus work. Off-campus is anything that's not there. Server, barista, sales associate, anything you can think of. An important thing is that if you have a co-op program or internship program, you might need to apply for that co-op work permit in addition to your study permit. If you suddenly realize that your study permit is about to expire and you need to renew it, you can do so. First of all, don't worry, it's a common situation that students need to renew their study permits, but also, for example, when I studied, I took 1-year program, but then I realized I want to study more, I want to get a 3-year work permit after, so I took another program. So I had to get another study permit. And it was super easy. It is really important to apply for study permit extension at least 30 days before your current study permit expires. Otherwise, you can lose your status and, I don't know, can go back home. Another question that you might have is, what if I started my program, I don't like my school, I don't like my program? Well, you can change both schools and programs. You need to notify IRCC, which is the Immigration of Canada, that you want to change schools or you want to change programs. But if, let's say, you sign up for HELP, you qualify, HELP coaches will help you with that too. You can literally send them a message being like, hey, I hate my program, I want to switch to that one, can you guys help me? And they will help you. That's what they do. And once you finish your program, you might be eligible for a post-graduation work permit. I've made a video about that where I talk everything you need to know about post-graduation work permit. Make sure to watch it after this one. But here's the deal. If you study for 1 year, you might get a work permit for 1 year. If you study for 2 or more years, you can get a post-graduation work permit for 3 years. It is an open work permit, meaning you can work for whoever you want, do whatever you want. But please be careful. If you want to stay in Canada, you want to get your permanent residency, check what you need for your future permanent residency. Because if you want to work as a barista at Starbucks and you'll be applying for some kind of highly qualified workers, well, barista is not a highly qualified worker, especially if you studied, for example, engineering. Make sure to do your research beforehand. And again, before applying for study permit, make sure to gather all documents, to check all the deadlines. If you're not quite sure about your particular case, you can talk to immigration lawyers, to immigration consultants. They can help you evaluate the situation and be like, hey, maybe it's better for you to, wait and then apply for a study permit, let's say, next semester. I think if you are well prepared and informed, you will be one step closer to kickstarting your educational journey in Canada. If you are applying for a study permit, I wish you best of luck. If you're moving to Canada, also, best of luck. Don't forget to check out HELP, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!